Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the regular monthly meeting of the Board of Commissioners held for the purpose of transacting the general business of the Township. Today's date is March 8th, 2017. The meeting is being held in the Springfield Middle School Library. Please stand and join the Board of Commissioners in a moment of silent reflection, honoring the servicemen and women who have placed themselves in harm's way in order to help preserve our safety. Please remain standing and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We are at full complement tonight. At this point, I would entertain a motion dispensing with the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting as written and recorded in the official minute book of the Township.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote. We now move to the public comment, first public comment. The board is now open to comments or questions from the public. The board draws particular attention to those items listed on the agenda this evening. Please be advised that once the committee reports begin, the board can no longer accept questions from the floor. At the conclusion of the committee reports, public comments will once again be accepted. However, official action on those issues listed on the agenda will have already taken place. Therefore, if you wish to comment on an agenda item, now would be the appropriate time. Do we have any public comment?
I don't know if it's on the agenda, but
Yeah, can you give us your
sure.
name and address, please?
How you doing? My name is Jim McCormick. I live 1201 Melinda Road. First of all, thank you guys for everything you do for the township. With the construction that's going on with the administration in the library, and then the upcoming construction with the fields at the schools. I live in Melinda, a couple blocks away from the schools. I'm wondering if plans are in place for traffic, potential traffic issues that could occur to and from on Paper Mill Road.
Not sure I know what you mean. The construction's already underway for our stuff, and on the school board stuff, I'm not sure what impact that's going to have on traffic.
Right, when you have both sides of Paper Mill Road, things going on, what are potential issues that arise? I could see some potential traffic issues once you have two construction sites working.
Do you want to address it's not our road?
No, it's PennDOT's road, but our construction will be finished up by the end of this year. The school district will be beginning just the football field portion when school lets out in June. But our project's going to be all but finished by the time they get going. Like the Township building, police building will be occupied by then, and the public works will be occupied by then. The library will be kind of finishing up.
Okay.
I don't know. They will do the school district will do a traffic study because they want to actually relocate their driveway from being real close to the 309 Expressway to actually being closer to the football stadium. And they're going to do some other work, but as far as you're concerned in the traffic. So when that proposal comes forward, PennDOT's going to ask them to do a study to change their driveway because it's a significant driveway. And I imagine that the planning commission our planning commission would be very interested in that as well.
Okay.
I have a comment, if I could.
Sure.
Because I went to the planning meeting last night, and we had a presentation by the school board, by the guys, the engineers and the designers who were working on the football stadium. And I asked the question specifically with regard to a light. Were they contemplating, when they rearranged the entrance to the high school, putting a light there? And the answer was no. Because I think they realized that the chances of getting an additional light that close to the Hawthorne intersection is impossible. And we did ask PennDOT. PennDOT did complete a study at the end of last year, beginning of this year, to see if Fraser Road would even qualify for some kind of an additional enhanced signaling. And basically PennDOT said no. So, additional lightage, traffic lights on Peyton Mill Road at that location at this point in time, I think, and the professionals who are doing the engineering for the school district also think it's very remote chance that would happen. If that was your question, if that was
Yeah, I'm just, I'm thinking about there are going to be issues, and if there are going to be issues, have they been thought out, and are there plans in place?
One point the engineers did make now, is that they think when they're finally done with the school, rearrange parking, and it'll greatly improve the traffic flow around the school, because you'll be able to go basically all the way around the high school on a kind of a loop road, and connect into the high school to Haas Lane at the other end. So they're hoping that's going to help the traffic flow.
And if the construction itself is actually blocking the street for a material amount of time, they would have to get a permit from PennDOT. But none of our construction's done that so far.
They can't block the road.
And I doubt theirs would.
I don't think they're bringing anything in other than what we just talked about.
At some point they'll change the curb, but
Curb cuts.
that won't matter.
Don, can I ask, presently now, our construction workers park in the high school parking lot, correct?
Some of them do, yes.
When there is going to be a time where they're going to be simultaneous, though, going on, or at least Public Works will be open when the school district stadium project begins?
Yes.
Okay, but at the same time, the library and the parking lot for the library won't be done yet, right?
But school will be out for the summer.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying that Public Works will be moving, and they'll be operating
Right.
while the construction's still going on at the library, right?
Correct.
Where are the workers going to park then if they're doing construction at the high school? They're
Well,
going to be
we'll still have access to the high school,
okay.
and we'll also have a little bit more parking because some of the improvements on our properties
Will
will
be
be
done?
finished.
Okay.
So,
There's a lot going on at one time, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, thanks for bringing it up.
Thank you.
Do we have any other public comment? There being none, we'll move on to the committee reports, and I will start off. As chair of the Internal Affairs Committee, I have one unscripted announcement, and that is we had a week or so ago, there was a rabid raccoon found on Patton Road in Winmore. As scary as that is, that I think the 5th one in the county this year, it does happen. But be vigilant if you see an animal behaving strangely, or if you think somebody was scratched or bitten by such an animal, you need to act right away. You would you would go to the hospital, but you could also, if it's a dog, you notify the Board of Health, and easiest way, that's a county thing. You could go to montcopa.org and find them. You click on the health department, or the police can tell you how to do that, but you should know that. Moving to the agenda itself, the first item on the agenda is the March bill listing. I move that the Board of Commissioners approve the February check reconciliation in the amount of $1,963,97. Let me start again. $1,963,000, $97.99. And the March bill listing the amount of $1,962,067.45. That is my motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. 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 Opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote. That concludes my report, and we now move on to the Chairman of the Public Works and Facilities Committee, Commissioner Sham.
Public Works is humming along. I have no report this evening. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Commissioner Sham. Now we move to the Chairman of the Community Development Committee, Commissioner Standish.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have no report this evening.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Standish. I know we're going to do better on this one. I move to the Chairman of the Zoning Committee, Commissioner Daly.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to announce the
following zoning petitions, which will be heard on March 27, 2017, at 7 p.m. In the Springfield Township Middle School Library at 7 p.m. The first is for Francis Doyle, 1508 Allen Road, Orland. He's seeking variances to reduce the side yard setback from 12 feet to 11.43 feet, to reduce the aggregate yard setback from 35 feet to 21.33 feet in order to construct an addition to their home. Second is for John Lewis, 700 East Willow Grove Avenue, Winmore. Is requesting special exemptions to reduce the side yard setback from 10 feet to 6 feet and to reduce the front yard setback from 30 feet to 15 feet in order to construct a one-story addition to his dwelling. The third is for KP Latinum Associates LLC, 713 Bethlehem Pike, Erdenheim, is petitioning for a variance to install 4 additional secondary facial signs and a variance to increase the size of 2 secondary facial signs from 20 feet to 29.4 feet at the CVS Pharmacy, 920 Bethlehem Pike, Erdenheim. The fourth is Winmore Properties LLC, 8218 Ardmore Avenue, Winmore, is requesting the following zoning relief for properties at 901, 901B, 903, 907, and 919 East Willow Grove Avenue, Winmore. First is to allow multiple dwelling use within a mixed-use building. Second, to reduce the minimum lot area per dwelling from 5,000 square feet to 4,521.5 square feet for a multiple dwelling. Third is to increase maximum building coverage of a 3-story building from 17% to 22.2% of lot area. The fourth is to reduce the perimeter parking lot buffers from 10 feet to 1 feet and to reduce internal landscaping from 3,000 square feet to 2,177 square feet. Fifth, to reduce the front yard setback from 20 feet to 15.5 feet. And sixth, to reduce required off-street parking from 141 spaces to 60 spaces. The above noted relief will allow construction of a 29,868 square foot 3-story multiple mixed-use building and renovation of a 1,325 square foot 1-story building. Do I have a motion? Don, this is a motion
Yes.
for the
Why is there a
caller?
motion?
The caller versus Springfield?
Oh, sorry, you're on.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't realize you finished.
Just with respect to number 4, the zoning petitions, I stated the other night that so much relief is requested that it almost dictates a zoning change. However, we don't have a consensus of the board. The only thing I do ask is the solicitor will be at the zoning hearing board anyway, right? For CVS? Is that still authorized?
It's authorized, but that may not happen.
They may
Okay.
pull it.
Okay. Is it possible to have the solicitor attend the hearing without, or I guess we could do that through the transcript as well if we would need it. I was just thinking if the solicitor was already there for the CVS, if we could authorize him to stay for the other zoning petition in case there was any questions or whatnot for the Winmore one. Not to object to it, not to make a record, but to be present, but.
I'd be okay with that. I just don't want us taking over the meeting. You understand where I'm coming from.
I'm not.
Let the zoning
saying
board do their thing.
If they were there anyway, just to authorize the time, I guess it would be. But if that CVS is pulled, then I guess we could do that through the transcript anyway if need be.
Okay.
Is it pulled?
Not this month, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So if you're there,
There's a potential. Okay.
That's what I've heard.
Understood. Okay.
I don't think we need to vote on that.
No, I just,
Since it's going to be either you're there.
that could be a lengthy hearing after the CVS one, that's why I didn't. Okay. Caller versus
Either
Springfield.
for both, but don't
If you're
want
there
both.
if you're there for CBS, you can stick around and listen to the other one.
Okay,
If not, don't go.
understood.
Now, I guess an announcement and motion, caller versus Springfield Township Zoning Hearing Board. Springfield Township is a party in the appeal of Curtis Caller of Willow Grove Avenue of Springfield Township Zoning Zoning Hearing Board decision granting certain zoning relief to JP Ventures 5 LLC in order that JP Venture can convert the existing vacant schoolhouse at 1400 Willow Grove Avenue into an apartment building with 8 units. The Pennsylvania Court of Common Pleas upheld the Zoning Hearing Board's decision, and Mr. Kohler further appealed to the Commonwealth Court. Mr. Kohler and JP Ventures have come to a settlement agreement that we find generally acceptable. As a result, Mr. Kohler will apply for a remand of the appeal to the Commonwealth Court and take action to have the matter marked settled, discontinued, and ended in the Court of Common Pleas. However, in order for the settlement agreement to be entered and the case discontinued, the Township consent is required. Therefore, I move that the Board of Commissioners also authorize the following. 1, the Township consents to an order entering the settlement agreement to the Court of Common Pleas and the Commonwealth Court conditioned upon the inclusion of language in the consent order clarifying the Township's consent shall not be interpreted as approval of the installation and/or replacement of any fence, and that the Township retains the right to review and make a determination of any application, whether by land development or otherwise, to install or replace any fencing on 1400 Willow Grove Avenue at such time as is appropriate. 2, authorize the Township solicitor to prepare and review a consent order entering the settlement agreement in the Court of Common Pleas and Commonwealth Court, which order shall include the aforementioned conditions. And 3, authorize the Township solicitor to take any other necessary steps in order to settle, discontinue, and end the actions in both Commonwealth Court and the Court of Common Pleas. That will be my motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
And then I have a comment, because that's kind of confusing. I'll give you the high-level thing is, as you probably know, there's an old schoolhouse on Willow Grove Avenue, and the developer, who's a resident, came up with a rehabilitation that was going to keep the building from being torn down and turn it into 8 luxury apartments. And that needed zoning approval. And we did something that I don't think we've ever done before, and that is we went to zoning in favor of something. We like to stay out of things, or we sometimes oppose things. But in that case, we actually went in favor of it, and zoning ruled in favor of them. But then a neighbor didn't like it and challenged it. It then went, as Jim said, to the Court of Common Pleas, which also affirmed it. So we've won every step of the way, but it had then been appealed to the next level up, which is Commonwealth Court, and now there's a settlement. So we are technically a party to this, but we're really not. It's something that we wanted to see happen, and now it will happen. So that's what's happening. We don't have to pay any money or anything. So any other questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
Thank you, Mr. President. That would conclude my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Daly. Let's move to the Chairman of the Cultural Resources Committee, Commissioner Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm pleased to announce that during the month of February 2017, Springfield Township residents recycled 159 tons of materials with a householder participation rate of 75%. The net cost to the township for the month was $18,047.15. That's my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Commissioner Wilson. Call on the Chairman of the Human Resources Committee, Commissioner Graham.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a motion this evening concerning our bid for our lawn mowing and field maintenance. On February the 23rd of 2017, the township opened 5 bids from contractors to perform park lawn mowing and field maintenance services as specified by the township. The bid is for years 2017, 2018, and 2019. The bids received ranged from a low of $51,375 to $65,155. Therefore, I move that the Board of Commissioners award the lawn mowing and field maintenance contract to GTO Landscaping Incorporated of Alberta Avenue, Salem, PA, for their low bidding price of $51,375.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments?
I have a question or a comment. Is it customary, do we always award 3-year contracts Well, why 3-year contracts?
It depends on how favorable the contract is. This is less expensive than it was last year, so we thought we wanted to lock them up for it.
Okay, but it's usually a 1-year contract?
1 year,
Okay.
sometimes 2 years. Sometimes they'll give you a better price because they know, they have you for a year or two.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Any other questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
Before I end, I'd like to just say Happy International Women's Day to all our women who marched today for equal job opportunities, equal pay, and health benefits. I also challenge men to challenge other men who don't respect women. That concludes my report for the evening, Mr. President.
Thank you, Commissioner Graham. Now call on the co-chairman of the Public Safety Committee, Commissioner Maxwell.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have one item this evening. I move that the Board of Commissioners grant permission to the Winmore Hose Company to conduct a fireworks display at Veterans Park and waive the provisions of Section 3303.1, Section 12 of the Springfield Township Fire Prevention Code. The fireworks display will be a part of the Winmore Hose Company Annual Carnival, with the fireworks display beginning on Saturday evening, June 17, 2017. The waiver of the Fire Prevention Code is conditioned upon the following. 1. The pyrotechnical firm and the hose company shall add Springfield Township as an additional insured on their certificates of insurance for the event. And 2. The pyrotechnical firm and the hose company shall work closely with the Township Fire Marshal to help prevent an accident and create a plan of action in the event an accident does occur during the activity. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
That concludes my report for this evening.
Thank you, Commissioner Maxwell. We are now open to any further public comment. Do we have any? There being none, I would be willing to entertain a motion. But I can announce it in advance. Okay.
Sure, absolutely.
The board will be having an executive session to deal with a matter of litigation and potential litigation after this meeting. I would now entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Look at this. This is new.